A primary school teacher's secret diary led police to uncover her partner's body buried in their garden at Carterhead. Fiona Beal, 50, admits she stabbed her 42-year-old boyfriend, Nicholas Billingham, to death in cold blood before burying his body. His partly mummified remains were discovered in March 2022, 4.5 months after he was last seen. A jury at the Old Bailey heard that Beal had pleaded guilty to the lesser offence of manslaughter by reason of a loss of control, but she denies she murdered Mr Billingham between 30th of October and the 10th of November 2021. Opening her trial, prosecutor Hugh Davies KC said, "There is no dispute that she killed Nick Billingham, concealed his body where it was found, and acted alone throughout. There is no dispute that she intended to kill him. She has accepted that she is guilty of the lesser offence of manslaughter. She has pleaded guilty to that offence. She does not accept she is guilty of murder. Her defence is based on a so-called partial defence to murder." Beal, from Northampton, was arrested in March 2022 after forensic officers and specialist teams were deployed to her address and found a journal entries in which she revealed her actions. She had also sent messages from Mr Billingham's phone pretending to be him, the court heard, in a move the prosecutor said was as heartless as it was self-serving. Mr Davies told jurors that Beal, a high-functioning professional, messaged several people on the 1st of November 2021 and in the days after that she and Mr Billingham had contracted COVID-19 and needed to isolate. The court heard similar messages were sent from Mr Billingham's phone from the 2nd of November. On the 8th of November, jurors heard Beal sent messages to her sisters that she had split up with Mr Billingham, with one message referencing he left because he had an affair with another woman. The prosecution said this narrative was completely false, but jurors heard Mr Billingham appeared to have cheated on Beal previously. Beal returned to work, discharging her considerable responsibilities as a teacher to Year 6 pupils and receiving sympathetic response from people who had heard about her breakup. But her mental health began to deteriorate in late February 2022, the court was told. She rented a cabin in Cumbria in March of that year and sent messages to family members which made them concerned about her well-being, and they called the police to check up on her, the prosecutor said. Police found journals written in her hand that showed a wholly different side to her personality in the cabin. Mr Davies said they certainly do contain some unambiguously clear declarations of what she had done. These parts were not just her truth, but the truth. What was this? The short answer is that she had planned to and had killed him in cold blood. She had purchased a forged-handled utility knife in the days before. She had a chisel and cable ties. Promising sex after a bath, she stabbed him in the neck when he was wearing a sleep mask and was probably cable-tied on their bed. The prosecutor continued, in all of these documents, Fiona Beal introduces themes of her having been controlled and manipulated in the relationship, of her insecurities having been exaggerated rather than helped by his attitude of unpleasant things he had done, and this explaining why she killed him as she did. She introduces her insight into her own split personality and an alter ego, i.e., her second self she calls Tulip 22, who is capable of a wholly different and darker conduct than her public persona of committed teacher. Jurors heard that one diary entry said, "Still my actions haunt me I sometimes have to catch myself and remember what I did, and then remember my cover story. Neither seemed convincing. Another detailed her planning for the attack, with Beal writing, "It was harder than I thought it would be. Hiding a body was bad. Moving a body is much more difficult than it looks on TV." Mr Davies told jurors, having manufactured a sustained and cynical lie to everyone she messaged or spoke to about isolating for COVID-19, Fiona Beal had planned and ensured that she had the house to herself for at least 10 days after the killing. She used this time to purchase multiple items to enable her to dispose of his body. Acting throughout on her own, she wrapped her dead partner up and dragged him down the stairs, destroying the banister rails upstairs. In order to do so, he was 5 foot 11 inches and weighed some 14 stone, even when he was recovered months later. She buried him in the side return of her garden. Mr Davies described how Mr Billingham's grave comprised of concrete she had mixed and made a de facto coffin made of breeze blocks, timber and sheets. He called it a major job which required planning, executing, deceiving, a habitual pattern, Mr Davies said. The trial continues. Please like this video, please comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.